Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing this Kuvik Titanium wood stove for camping. Now I've been doing a few of these on my channel. For those that are new here, I'm looking at retiring 2 years, so I want to do a lot of camping. I decided not to buy a camper to tow around the country. In fact, I'm going to tent it. That's why I've been doing a lot of these little stoves. I did a couple alcohol ones, and I experiment with some wood ones, which I'll show you one that I did here in a few minutes. So we're going to unbox this, and we're actually going to fire it up, take it outside and fire it up, because right now I'm inside my basement and I don't want to set it up here, obviously. So it does come with a bag. Now, if you look at a lot of these, you'll notice that the stainless steel ones are quite a bit cheaper. And you can look at do the research yourself, but titanium is stronger, it's lighter, and the biggest thing, it can take a lot more heat. And being that these are a wood fueled, it's going to take a lot. It's going to get a lot hotter than a stainless steel would take. So that's the advantage of this. All right, so it folds down pretty flat, and there's a few pieces here we're going to put together. All right. All right, so here's our individual pieces. Let's put it together. Looks fairly simple. And Kuvik makes quite a few different little camping things. They got some alcohol stoves too. There's actually an alcohol stove that I wanted to try out. And it looks like these things just kind of match up. Yeah, make sure you get everything in there. Like that. Okay, so let's go in there like that. And then there's 3 sides with the tabs. This front piece goes on. It's a little tricky getting it together. Just gotta make sure all tabs line up. All right, there we go. So if you look here, the tabs are opposite. That's what kind of keeps it together a little. So when you put this together, I had to retake it apart and switch a couple parts around. But yeah, just make sure that these tabs are lining up all around. Right, and this is just goes on the top, goes together. And this goes on the top. Like that. Now you crank the camera up. Now we're gonna cook something on this. I think it's something easy to cook on here. I think the easiest thing to demonstrate would be some eggs. We got the right pan. See to make sure this one fits. Okay, that's a 5-inch Lodge. Yeah. These are cast iron pans are pretty heavy. These are definitely not hiking pans. And there is that's an 8-inch Lodge cast. So I can either do either one. It looks like it'll work. So advantage of these, that I can just take fuel from, the forest, sticks, leaves. And I'll show you the one that I made that did use that. And you'll see that little video playing down there. And this is the one I made that took the, forest fuel, as I call it. And I just cut that, All right, the advantage of this, of course, that it folds down and you can use it and fit in your backpack. All right, let's go try it out. All right, for outside my property, obviously not in the forest. I'm out in rural Minnesota, western rural Minnesota, where I'm on some acreage here. So you'll see this in my hand, 'cause it's about 25 degrees out. It's heat. I don't want gloves on. There's stuff I'm doing, so you'll see this in my hand. That's just to keep my hands warm. And I do got some stuff here that I'm using. The ground still froze, so I'm just gonna, take what I have already to fuel that stove. And we got a Lodge cast iron 5-inch pan we're using, a couple eggs, butter. So we're gonna get some wood, we're gonna put it in here. I already cut split some wood up to get it to fit inside there. It's a little windy day, so I'm hoping it's not an issue. This already has a pretty good windscreen on it. I did get a little bit of wood to put in here. I do have some homemade fire starters that I'll be using to start this. Here's those fire starters I made. They're wax infused. Despite the wind, it seems to be working pretty well. And we still got a little bit of snow left here, so hopefully that should be gone by Sunday. It should be 50, which is really warm for us people in Minnesota. So we're gonna let this go for a few minutes. I better put this on before it gets too hot. All right, so it's getting going. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put my pan on, because I can always feed it through here. Lots of butter, so the eggs don't stick. Yeah, and this is really stable too. So I have no issues with being top heavy where my pan is too heavy on one side. This is not the issue at all. Just waiting for that butter to melt a little more. All right, let's get the eggs in. And this is not a cooking video. This is just a demonstration of this stove. Yeah, the geese are turning back from the south. Salt and pepper. When I do these demonstrations, I get people always calling, "You're doing your eggs wrong," or you didn't use goat cheese, and it's like, no, I'm just demonstrating the stove, guys. I'm not a professional cook. Yeah, the only issue I have of this part of Minnesota is there's nothing but cottonwood trees here, and the cottonwood burns really fast versus oak, which when I do these things, I have to constantly feed it. Well, it looks like this is pretty good, not sticking. That's the key. If you're going to cook eggs in cast iron, you got to use lots of butter. All right, I'm going to flip these over. So it seems to be doing really well with the wind, and the flames are blowing towards me because that's the direction the wind is blowing. All right, I'm gonna take these eggs off. All right, so that's it, guys. I'll put the link of this stove in the description. It runs about 35 bucks, but I think it's well worth it. All right, thanks for watching, guys.